Well, James was unable to get out of the starting blocks there in the Jeopardy round. Maybe he'll get things going here in Double Jeopardy when he picks first from these categories. Rivers. Dead Man Walkin'. We're talking about Christopher Walken in that category. The environment. All's Pharaoh. We'll be referencing King Tut throughout clues in that category. In love. And finally, war. War will be coming up at the beginning of each correct response. James, start us off.
Let's start with rivers for 400.
This low country's principal rivers are the Maas, the Schelde, and the Rhine. And that country would be the Netherlands. James?
King Tut for 400.
All right, take a look. And Sarah of the Clue Crew presents this clue. In 1978, some of the objects here at the Egyptian Museum went to New York in a historic exhibit fittingly titled These of Tutankhamun. That would be treasures. James? From the Old English for oathbreaker, it's a male sorcerer or wizard. It'd be a warlock. James?
In love, 400.
Aeneas and Dido are lovers in this ancient Roman poet's epic poem on the founding of Rome. That poet would be Virgil.
Man, oh.
Unfortunately, Christopher Walken, as Nick, prefers the Russian variety of roulette in this 1978 classic. That movie would be The Deer Hunter. James?
Same kind of point for 8 for Dead Man.
Chris literally loses his robotic mind in this 2004 remake starring Nicole Kidman. Michael?
What is Stepford Wives?
That's the film.
In love, 8.
In this 1932 Pulitzer Prize winner, Wang Lung and Olan get along just fine until he takes a concubine. By Pearl Buck, that would be The Good Earth. Michael?
War for 8.
TV title description of the leather-clad Xena. Michael? Hurry, Michael.
Xena, Warrior Princess.
Yes, there you go, Warrior Princess.
War for 12.
A small American bird of the family Parulidae known for its singing and bright colors. And the war there would be coming up in Warbler. Michael?
War 16.
In 1955, the West formed the Baghdad Pact, and the Eastern Bloc formed this military alliance. Michael?
What's the Warsaw Treaty?
We'll accept that, the Warsaw Pact.
Warsaw Pact, yeah. War for 1,000. War for 2,000.
Answer, the first of 2 daily doubles in the round. All right, Michael, you've got $7,800, and you're the only one who has money to your name at this point. How much do you want to wager?
I'll bet 2,200.
2,200. So for an even 10 grand, here is your clue. It was the maiden name of the American-born Duchess of Windsor.
Who is
Warfield.
Yes, very nicely done. You're up to $10,000 now. Select again.
Let's go In Love for 1,200.
In Winter on Majorca, this author describes a wretched stay on the island with her ailing lover, Chopin. And that would be George Sand. Michael?
Let's go Rivers for 800.
In 1999, this river was put on the back of the New Jersey Quarter. James?
I'm gonna take a guess. What's the Mississippi River?
No, sorry. Michael?
What is the Hudson River?
No, that too is incorrect. Correct response, what is the Delaware River? Because that was the river that George Washington famously crossed.
Way off.
Mine was close to it, right?
Yeah, Hudson's in New York City, Delaware River's in New Jersey, and that was the famous river George Washington crossed in the American Revolution. You're still in control, Michael.
Yeah, I should have realized that.
400.
Environment 4, you said?
Yep.
All right. One of the EPA's 6 common air pollutants is this element that at least has been cut in gasoline. That would be lead. Michael?
800, please.
Most of these biodiverse areas are in the tropics, but Chile's Valdivian one is in a temperate zone. They would be rainforests.
In Love for 1,600.
It's the classic novel about Emma, her husband Charles, and her lovers Rodolphe and Leon. And that would be Madame Bovary. Michael?
Finish off In Love, please.
Canio the Clown stabs his wife Netta and her lover Silvio to death near the end of this opera. Michael?
What is Pagliacci?
Yes.
Pagliacci.
Pagliacci it is.
I couldn't pronounce it.
Uh.
So. I couldn't pronounce it. All Pharaohs 800.
King Tut's mummy was protected by 9 outer cases, the innermost made from almost 300 solid pounds of this. James?
What is gold?
That's it, and you are back to 0.
Same count going for 1,200.
Alright. Sarah of the Clue Crew was in this room, French for room in front, between the entranceway and Tut's resting place. It was filled with objects when it was discovered. And the room was known as the antechamber. James?
Let's jump to Pharaoh for 2,000.
Rivers for 2,000, you said? Or Pharaoh for 2,000?
No,
Pharaoh.
Alright.
Pharaoh.
Picture clue? In this year, the view into Tut's tomb was glimpsed for the first time in over 3,000 years by Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon.
I knew it.
What is 1922? James?
Rivers for 2,000.
To get from Madrid to Lisbon by river, take the Manzanares to the Jarama to this river. And that would be the Tagus River, Tagus. James?
Demon 1,600.
Chris was not quite dead yet as a coma patient who develops ESP in this Stephen King-based film. Michael?
What's the dead zone?
You got it.
Rivers 1,200.
the country whose capital is Dakar, or the river that forms part of its border with Mauritania? Michael again.
What's Senegal?
Correct. You certainly know your geography.
River 16.
Columbus may have spotted the mouth of this Venezuelan river in 1498. And that river would be the Orinoco. Michael.
Let's finish off all Sparrow, please.
Tut's tomb was protected from robbers by rubble from the building of the tomb of the fourth pharaoh with this name. And that would be Ramses. 2 categories left, Michael.
Oh, Ramses.
Damn man walking for 1,200.
Trying to destroy Silicon Valley in a 1985 film, Walken tumbles off a blimp, fighting this character. That would be none other than James Bond. Michael?
Damn man walking for 2,000.
Walken's Frank Abagnale Sr. didn't live to see the end of this 2002 Spielberg scam film. Michael?
What is Catch Me If You Can?
Correct.
The environment 1,200.
As in a put-down, the name of India's forest-saving Chipko Andolan movement literally means, do this. Quite simply, that would be hug trees. Michael?
Environment for 16.
Answer, the other daily double in the round. All right, Michael, you've got $16,000, a healthy sum there. How much do you want to wager?
At this point, I can bet a little less. I'll bet 2,000.
2,000 it is. Here is your clue. The sewage of half of the Russians drains into the Volga. Bad news for fish in this body of water at the Volga's end.
What is the Red Sea?
No, sorry, I'm afraid that's incorrect. We were going for the Caspian Sea. The Caspian Sea.
It was a sea regardless.
All right, and here's the last clue. In 1980, the U.S. Congress set aside 17 million acres of land in this state as a permanent wilderness. And that state would be Alaska. All right, that's it for Double Jeopardy. And Michael, you have made this a lock for yourself, $14,000. James, unfortunately, we couldn't get anything going for you there as you finish with 0, which means you won't be around for Final Jeopardy. But since you're finishing in second place, we'll give you $2,000 in our thanks for being here. So, Michael, it's all you for Jeopardy, for Final Jeopardy, that is, and you'll get to play today with this category. Africa. Go ahead and think about making your wager, and we'll reveal the clue in a moment.